Welcome back, beautiful people. Right now what I want to do is that I want to take a look at how to actually put some copies of the real content here. So like I said, I want us to really make use of good content. So I want us to design the entire home page. That is what we actually want to do right away. So what I'll do is this: I want to be quick as possible so that we'll be able to meet up with what we expected to do right in there. So yeah, I just want to copy some demo text in there so that it looks a bit professional. So university. So let me just see. Yeah, I click it. University education. In USA and Canada. Okay, so you can see it now making a bit sense now. So I just want to copy some other stuff right there, like I just want to copy this entire text. Okay, all right, so let's just copy something in there. Oh, sorry, finding it out to copy this. Are you worried about how difficult your exam will be? So let's just leave that one. I think we can edit it anyhow we feel like. Let's leave this dummy text. Okay, yeah, what we'll do now is that we'll go back to the next section. You can see from here, you see you deserve only the best training. Okay, so what we want to do here is to scroll down and click here and select a new section. So by the time we do that, we need an header. So here what we'll do is this: the header, we just come to where we see elements, so we'll put it in there. But the header, it's not this is not what we want. We want to make it bigger. So everything we're going to be doing is going to be done inside this styling. So we'll come straight down there, we'll come to typography, and we'll try to increase the size. Okay, so we'll try to increase the size. We try to change the color of the text color. I want to change it to black, but not too dark. It's okay like this. Let's see what they have in there. You deserve only the best. Just copy this like this. So that's what I'm actually doing, so that's going to actually make our work to be a little bit real. So you can see we've actually pasted it in there. So but what I'm saying is that it's too very close to this particular section. So what I would do is this. All right, let me just come back to advanced. This padding top, let me give it 12. So padding has to do with you are making sure that a lot of things is inside your tech element environment. You are giving it a space. So okay, so if you actually take this, it's going to give the entire design 32. So that's why I unlock it. So let me put it back to 0, and then I can unlock it and give this 32 back. All right, so okay, and I have to go back and see what it did. There's a thin line in there, so it's called a divider. So I just have to scroll down. Don't forget you are still inside this section, the divider, or what is the divider? I'll find a divider here. So drag it and drop it inside the section. So you can have a divider here. So that divider is too long, we can make the width to be a little bit smaller. So I think we are good right now. Okay, we can come back to advanced, and probably if it is too far, so we can click here and make sure that I think it's okay like that. Let's just leave it like that because of time. Okay, I just want to leave it black. What color do they give it? I think they give it red. You can change the color and give it probably pink. All right, you can see this one is black. You can give it pink. Okay, what is the color? You can give it pink. Okay, you can give it pink. All right, so here inside this divider, you can actually do some stuffs in there. Let's say for instance we want to come back to advanced. You can do so many other work here, but I think let's leave it that way. I don't want to spend much of time trying to tell you what to do, but let's just do the needful. Okay, so here we have a text. So this text, I've copied it right now. What I want to do here is that I just want to make sure that I go back to my element. What should I pick? I think I need to pick text editor, so I have to make sure that it is under this section, so I'll paste it in there. So this is bold. I don't want the text to be bold. Okay, so I can give it probably another color. All right, what color do I wish to give it? Under style, I can still go back to typography. It is default. I want to make sure that I give it probably area. You can see. So and I want to make sure that it is justified. So you can now see everything is set. So I want to increase the size. So all right, what I'll do here is this. Let me go back to the text. You can see this is text. Okay, so let me go scroll back. Text editor. Let's go back to style, typography. Okay, size, you can just increase it. I think it's okay like this. It's not very obvious. So let's go back, scroll down. I think you have a button under here, so learn more button. All right, let's just go back to element back and pick learn more button. Okay, we have a button right in there, so let's drag it down. Okay, this button is not the color that I want. Comes to style and scroll down, text color, you can still leave it white. All right, let's go back to context. Is it learn more that we'll find in there? I think it's learn more. So we can actually give it learn more, like straight down to content and change this text to what? Learn more. Actually, you can, if you want to make the size to be large alignments, you can make it extra small, you can make it large, you can make it extra large, so you can see. But okay, let me just make it small. Okay, so when you come back to style, what we want to do right there is we want to give it a background color of pink, and let's just check it out right now. So you can see I have a pink color right now. Okay, so I can scroll down, probably all this border type, border radius, I can give it 0. So okay, so that's it. So okay, so border type, I don't want anything to be, I don't want to border. So this particular borders radius 0, what it's going to make it a complete square. All right, so right now that I've done that, let's scroll back to what they did again. I think they have another section where they have all these TOEFL and some other things like that. So what we'll do here is that we're creating another word section. You can see it's pretty cool. So what we're going to do right there is this. We are going to create 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we have 3 subsection column. All right, so but before that we have a title: exam, training and registration. We're copying the exam, training and registration. All right, so what we'll do here is this. We are going to put some things inside this place, that is the header. So text header. So we're going to drag it straight down and paste it in there. Come back to style out that we used to do. Excuse me. So we are going to give it a typography and increase the size. You can see, increase the size and give it area, but it's too large. I think let's give it 30. Okay, so 33. All right, so the text color is going to be that color. All right, so okay, so right now we're going to give it a thin line as well. Let's give it a thin line, which is the divider. Come straight back to it, take your divider, make sure you paste it in there. Okay, you have to reduce it to the level, and you can give it a color by coming straight down to style. Give it a color of what's it? In fact, I can actually pick a color from there. So but let's just do it this way. Let's give it a pink. Okay. All right, so right now what we want to do is that inside this we have 3 columns, and just come back to column, and inside this drop the column in there. So you have a column in there. So what I would do here is this is what I normally do. So I have what inside this place. I think I have a text. I have header, text, and a learn more button. So don't forget that we've successfully installed our add-ons. So what we'll do is this. Let's just go straight in there and scroll down to what let's scroll down to essential add-ons. Let's scroll down to API add-ons. So these API add-ons add some icon box. So I'll drag this icon box, put it in there, so you can see. All right, we don't really want this. It doesn't really have. You can make use of it anyway. All you need to do is just make sure that you delete this icon box. Okay, but let's Ctrl Z. Let me use the one that is a bit simple. Oh, sorry, I think I have to draw back the inner section. Inner, under. Okay, we have it in there. So okay, what I will do here is let's go back and take our time to search for what to pick. You can see it's just drag and drop. All you need to do is just to pay attention to it. All right, so I think okay, we have image box. We have so many. You see, let me just shrink it so that we see it clearly. Let me shrink the one we are not using. Essential add-ons. Let's see whether we can find what we want here. I just want a box that's going to give me a text, title, text. Okay, all right, I think we still need to check the card. All right, this is the card. Let's check the card out. Okay, you can see, I think card will do it. Let's check it out. I just want to delete this. I think card should be able to do it. Okay, let's use the card. All right, so I think we use card under essential add-ons. Is it under essential add-ons? Okay, wait, card. I think we use card under API add-ons. So you can see, let me shrink it. So with all this, we've already installed it. That's why we're able to make use of it. So like I said, it makes our work to be very, very easy to do. You see, we make use of card and we delete the image. So right now we have the card header, and under this header, I just write TOEFL, copy it and put TOEFL. Okay, you can see I put TOEFL in there. So now I cannot make use of this text. All right, cannot make use of this text. Copy this. Sorry, I have to make use of this text. Sorry, let's go back to image content. Okay, I think I have to. Sorry. You can see the text is in there now. You can now write TOEFL. Okay, so this is the button. So what I'll do is this. Let me just right click and delete this. So what I would normally do is that I'll right click and duplicate, and right click and duplicate again. Okay, I now have the three things that I actually need to work on in there. Okay, so what I'll do is this. What would I have to do is just to do the copy and paste of all the text and change all the buttons to learn more, right? So just simple, learn more, change the button to learn more. You can change the button to learn more from there. Okay, I think we inside this description, if let me just break this down. We have the image badge. Okay, we have the title and description. So this is title and description. If you intend not to use it from here but from the dashboard, you can do it from there. So okay, so right now we have image and badge, title and badge, and button. So this button, learn more, learn more. Okay, so from here I can change the color if I want, and I can probably use an image if I want. All right, but right now what I'll do is this. I'll just change all this to learn more. Okay, let me just leave all this for now. Let me just see. Okay, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. We have 6 boxes here. So right in there, you know, we have 6 boxes in there. So that what I'll just do is that I'll just right click and duplicate again. So by the time I duplicate, I have the two buttons. I don't have to create it again. You can see how very easy it is. So all I need to do is just to change all this text. So what I would do is that by the time you click on each section, you can locate the column and come to what? Style, layout, rather, under layout, under this particular section, column that you're using, you can see edit column. By the time you click on this edit column, you will be able to edit all of this. So okay, let me just click here. Okay, come straight down there. Okay, so okay, by the time you click on inside this place, you see the image badge. You don't need the image badge because you actually deleted the image badge. Okay, so we have the text and the header. So this is the image badge. We have the text and the title. So this is the text and the title. You change it for me, and the description, you just paste anything you want to paste for me, the text you want to paste for me. All right, so let's check it out. What are some other things that they do here? Okay, they have another section here. They have another section here. Okay, all right, so here now, by the time you scroll down, you see we've had like two sections right there now. So right now you see this lemon is what I want to work on. So I will just click on this button. Okay, if you want to do that, don't forget, by the time we pick this particular element from, which is the card element, so we have image, but we delete the image. That's why we're having all this in there. So what we'll do right there is this: we have to just click on this, and this lemon is what I want to copy. You will see it under the button as well. This button is where it's supposed to be. Sorry. So this image and badge is not functioning because we've deleted the image. Okay, so don't touch it. You just need to work on the title, descriptions, and the button. So those are the two things you need. So if you come back here to, that is what you need to put into consideration. Just click on this place. So by the time you click on inside this place, you'll be able to go straight down to your caption. You see TOEFL, you can change it to probably GRE or whatever. This button, by the time you change it as well, you can see learn more here. So what do you have here? Okay, I think what we have here is IELT. So let me just show you. I will do some 2 or 3 so that you know in the next tutorial we are going to get all that fixed. Okay, this TOEFL is all we want to change. Just click inside this place, and you click on title, paste it in there. So on the IELT, you click on inside this particular card, you click on PTE. So that is how to actually customize all those things. Okay, so don't forget, you don't need image and badge, just you need the title and description. You can see, and you can change the button as well. So if you want to change the button, you scroll down and paste learn more. Okay, so that is how it is. So we are going to do all other things. So here we have SAT, GRE, and GMAT. You can actually do all those things yourself. All right. So the next thing I noticed on this website is that we run our class Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. to whatever. Just copy all this. Just copy all this. I think is an header, title header, but the title header is not too big. So click here, and fine. Let's check it out. What exactly in there? I think we can just put it right there. We can have. Well, I don't need it. You can leave it like that. So it doesn't really make any real meaning, but if you want it, you can just pick probably header and drop it underneath. So what I want to do here is this: I want to go straight down to admission processing. You can see it's normal that we will normally do it. Go back to this elements section. You can scroll to basic. But before you do that, you make sure that you have a new section. So you have selected a new section right away. So you pick an header. So you can see here you just paste what you've copied. Okay, so by styling you can come back to typography and increase it. I think I like it to be 33, guys. 33. Okay, from 33 I can make it Arial, and I can make sure that the text color is what? Black, not that black, but something that looks like it. Okay, so I go back here and I picked the divider. All right, and it's too long, I reduce it. You can see we are not getting used to it right now. Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, I just have to go back to what text did they do here. I just copy all this text, so come back here and I go back to this to pick my words text editor. I make sure that I put it inside this section, and here I paste all I have in there. So this is too big, this is too bold. I can probably come straight down to typography and increase the size to what I think I'll be able to make use of. I can make sure that it is still this area, and I justified it at the top. Okay, so I think we are good to go. Let me check what I use here as typography. I think I use 18, so I just want everything to be uniform. Let me just use 18 in there too. 16, 17, 18. Okay, 8. All right, we are good. Okay, so now that we've successfully done that, what else do they do inside this place? They have a button. They call it Learn More. So you can scroll down and pick a button as well. What is the button right away? So you can just drag it down here. By the time you do that, you can start customizing your button. Here you can call it Learn More. Learn More. You can change the background to probably purple. That's our style. Come to style, and you have background color, and give it that color that you like. Okay, like I said, if you look at this button, it is not a square, perfect square. So if you want to make it a perfect square, just click on this radius, make sure that everything is 0, 0, 0. Okay, so after that you scroll down, then I have another background, and probably I think this background is overlay is like blue, and they have something of this nature here. So how are we going to achieve that? Let's go back in there and click, drag, create another section. Here what we'll do is this. We'll first of all double click here and come straight down to this place. Background, we want to actually pick an image, and this is the image that we actually want to pick, and you insert the image, and we'll work on the overlay, background overlay. Normally the background overlay we normally use black. Here we are going to use something like pink, and you can see, so you can make it. So now that I've done that, so what we'll do is this. You can scroll down, and I don't want to give it any other thing except that. So I think it's not too deep. I think I want to make it deeper. So okay, background overlay. Okay, you can see it's now more deeper. Now the opacity, I've actually make it deeper. Okay, I think I like it this way. So okay, what do I have here? We have let's prepare your success. Is an header. So that header, I just have to put it here. It is central, it is centralized, so you understand. So what you do there is that this is content. Now you just have to make sure that everything is located at the center, and you are going to increase the size by coming to style. Okay, so typography, you increase it. All right, but this is not what we want. You just paste what you have in there, paste it there. Let's prepare your success. So here what we'll do is this. We'll make sure that I want the style to be uniform, which is area. Okay, just give it area. So, and I want the color to be white. Okay, can you now see? Okay, right now we are achieving it. We have a button, call it register today. So here we just have to go and search for our button in there and call it register today. Okay, so but this button is actually centralized, so you can see, and we have register today. Okay, the text color, the background, typography, I think I have to make it area. You can see weight, let me give it 600 to make it bold. So what else? I think the background color, I actually needed to be, or let me say something that looks like red or pink or whatever. I think it's okay like this. Okay, so I think what else do they have in there? Right now what I now notice is this. They make sure that there's a space between these, and there's a space between these. Let's get started. So I think it's padding. So by the time you click on this text, as if you want to edit it, you come to advanced, and you increase this, so it's actually going to make it to come down. You can see, yeah, I think this is too much. Let's give it probably 60. All right, so let's go back in there. We now have a footer. So in the next session, we're going to take a look at actually customize the footer. Footer is something that we need to look into and work on it very well so that we won't make any mistakes. So let's save our project and update. If you want to save, you click on update, and you just you can preview it in there. Or so you can see we have a clean and elegant website, and voila. All right, in the next tutorial we are going to do some adjustments and then create some other let me call it we are going to work on our menu by probably centralizing it and add some other menus to it. Okay, this is where I'm actually going to stop for now because of the length of the video. I don't want to take much of our time. I'm very sure that you are now getting confident more about how to actually build a website using the Elementor page builder and WordPress. Alright guys, the video is very long. I don't intend to make it as long as this, but we don't have any option other than to cover what we just have to cover. Thank you guys.